Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Saturday Hockey Talk with the Mod Squad. Well, part of them anyway. So we're here for Saturday Hockey Talk. I guess I can remove this so you can see our faces. And I'm here with Shamir. Goals Habs. No, I don't even know how to read. Goal Habs goal and Delaney. And we're going to talk about a bunch of different things. So we're going to break down the series that was. That's Montreal versus Vegas in round 3. And we're going to try to preview round 4, which is the Stanley Cup Finals, and Montreal versus Tampa Bay. And we'll give our thoughts about it and all kinds of good stuff like that. So before we get to anything else, say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Peter has to be the last one. You have to wait and be the last one. Get on with it, Rick. All right. So here, a couple things here. Since there's not a ton of people in the room, I got something really interesting that I want to show. We're going to get to this. This is a video of what we're going to get to in a few minutes. Is a video. I think it was from the game where we beat them by, I think it was 4-1. So there was an empty net goal on Nick Suzuki's empty net goal. Something really weird happened that I don't think anybody noticed, but I noticed it on reviewing the goal for to do a possible review video, which I wasn't able to do for that game. But I noticed this, and I want to show you what happened there because it's really weird. Think, you know, the theory of that we're all in a simulation this way, and we're really living a simulation. It kind of goes along that line. So I think that's coming up in a few minutes. First off, I want to show this beautiful picture. Isn't that nice? They're the semifinal champions. Now, they're not saying Wales or this one or that conference because they were mixed up the conference. Champions, and they are champions of something. It's been a while. Okay. Like, you know, I thought I brought people on who were alive. What happened here?
Well, I mean, I
don't know if I'm allowed to yell and scream.
I mean, all three.
Yeah, no F-bombs. We're just sorry, Shamir. We just eliminated F-bombs. You're allowed to talk. What's it? Go ahead, Shamir.
Well, I mean, all three Sens fans out there that
three now?
Yeah, they're three. They always tell me, "Oh yeah, well, we've made the Stanley Cup Finals since you last won the cup." So, to all three of you Sens fans, I say this to you.
Yeah, I say, suck it.
Yeah.
And that's for the fourth Ottawa fan, my brother too, as well.
Oh, there's 4 now.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Know.
Day one.
Okay. For the Vegas Golden Knights fans, if there are any out
I don't know any Ottawa's fans.
For the Vegas Golden Knights fans, because you lost, Doritos came out with a chip just for you. Extra salty, nacho year. Vegas Golden Knights brand. There you go. This is a beautiful picture. Isn't that nice? That's a nice picture. That's the background. If you're seeing us and you see what's in the background, that's the picture that's behind us. Picture.
And hopefully nobody touched it.
Nobody touched it. Nobody touched it. And I don't know if it means anything for the other side. The Lightning touched it, but they did the year before and they won the cup, so I don't know if it means anything for them.
It could be good luck for them.
A very interesting thing here. There's a site called MoneyPuck. So it's a betting site, and they give odds and stuff like that. So before the season started, so this was after the moves Bergevin made, and before the season actually started, and before Eric Stahl acquisition and the 2 defensemen at the trade deadline. They put out this, and I hope it's big enough, but I know the numbers. So, okay, so this is all the teams and their chances to go through right to the cup, right? If you look real close, the 2 teams with the biggest chance to get there, and it's not big, but 6.4% and 6.3% are the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens. So this MoneyPuck site actually had them as the 2 highest teams percentage-wise to make it to the finals before the season started. Now, wow. I could see Tampa Bay being there. How the hell did they put Montreal there? Not weird.
Lull us into a false sense of security. That's what they were trying to do.
No, or they're pretty freaking genius. One of the two, right? So I thought that was really interesting. And then this same people, this is from the same group. So they have for the Cup to win is 61.1% for Tampa, 38.9% chance for Montreal. So going in, they have us as the underdog, which is fine because Montreal's done really well as the underdog so far. So I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, realistically, they were going to be an underdog no matter who they played. So
yeah, that's right. I mean, there's 16 team going in, so they were obviously never getting home ice advantage, always having to kind of win one of the first two away so that they could have a chance. And it's done them well, right? I mean, it's done them well.
Just like how we were the 24th team in the play-in rounds last season.
Exactly. So anybody who doubts them, and listen, I'm going to say this: anybody who doubts Montreal's chance to beat Tampa Bay as saying, "Well, no, it's going to be a 4-game sweep. Montreal doesn't have a chance." Blah 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 blah. You're just fooling yourself. And I hope I hope you put money on the series because you might say bye-bye to that money. You might. I'm not saying for sure, but we'll get to our predictions after if you guys want to make them. I think one of the last things before we get to that video is this is a take I saw. I guess this is a Leafs fan. Bad take. Toronto had epic choke. Leafs fan has to be sick. Pete DeBoer didn't know what he was doing with goalies. Rangers and Flyers had better regular season. Fluke they got in. Fluke they won. Oh boy, you know what? I hope they win just so I want to hear people say it's a fluke. They won the cup. Now, how'd they do that flukily? Right? You guys want to say anything?
If we win, it's going to be the biggest joke.
Much sweeter.
If we win.
So much sweeter if we win. Even sweeter than anything else. And we get,
I agree.
If that happens, we get to be the chirpers for a year. Chirp at everyone.
Yep. But everybody's going to be doing a big, but you won in a COVID situation where teams weren't all legit, this, that, and the other thing. And I'm getting my eggs in a row, getting them all lined up. I mean, now we're facing an $18 million over the cap team, so.
Yeah.
This is what, if we are, if the series turns out the way that we're hoping that it turns out, then that just means that because even with all this, COVID Cup, all this, the situation or the circumstances were a lot harder. I mean, look at the compressed schedule and everything. I mean, this was no walk in the park for anybody or any teams.
As Delaney down there, I just said that it's going to be a harder cup to win. And by the way, Delaney, man, you look like a Elvis in a way. What is it about you? You look like a freaking Elvis there. Weird. All right.
Is that an insult or is it like
Viva
maybe it is
Las
No, it's okay. Just you're making me think of Elvis for some reason. Okay, I'm going to get to one last thing, I think, before we get to everybody in the chat. So everybody in the chat, just hang on. We're going to get – this is a really interesting thing. The pictures themselves aren't the best quality, and I can't show the actual video, but I'm going to explain it. So I'm going to run this video that I made, and I'll explain as I go along. There may be some shameless advertising. I don't know who put it in there, but it wasn't me. But it may be in there. I'm not sure. And what I'm showing you will run at the end for quick, and you'll see maybe it happened faster. Okay. So have in mind that we're living in a simulation. And, in simulations, computer simulations, things go like glitchy and can go and be weird, right? Okay. So keep that in mind. Here we go. All right. So it's watch this. See the guy that's circled there? He's standing there, right? Play's coming up. The puck's going up. Nick Suzuki's going to go get it. I don't know how that got in there. I really don't know. Okay. So now he's lifting up, okay? He's just lifting up in the air. That's what you see there. You see the arrow? His feet are off the ground. Again, I'm sorry. I don't know how that got in there.
Subliminal advertising.
Now, to see the same guy, he's even up higher. Nobody is doing anything to him. He just lifts straight up. And now he's in the bench. Okay? for nothing. Nobody's there. Nobody's touching him. There's nothing happening. He just lifts straight up and goes into. Oh, I don't know how that got there, guys. I don't know. So I showed it here fast here. He's on the ice. He starts to go up. Nobody's touching him. Nobody around him. He's up in the air, and he's in the bench. And when you watch the video, it's exactly I was watching this play go, and because I'm trying to write so I can do a review, and I see this guy. Wait a second! I go back. He's just standing there, and he lifts up in the air and goes into the bench. Nobody touched him. There was nobody standing around him. Nobody grabbed him from behind and lifted him up. How does a guy on skates just lift straight up, jump straight up in the air, and go into the bench?
Well, if you guys remember that movie Angels in the Outfield, this is like Angels on the Ice here.
There you go. And I'm telling you, I dare anybody go back because you can get the Nick Suzuki goal. You can get just go on the NHL.com site, find that game, and go into their the stats part, and they have all the goals, and they just a button, you press it, and it'll play the goal. Play that and tell me I'm like if I'm crazy, because the guy's just standing there. He lifts up and goes into the bench. I swear, I'm not making this up. It was the weirdest thing. So I said that looks like we're in a simulation. This is not real life. It's a simulation. And that's my weird stuff.
Your friendly neighborhood chowder head.
Chowder. You got some chowder with you?
Chowder.
Okay, we're going to say hi to everybody.
Shamir? Glad to see you came out of hiding, my man.
We're going to say hi to everybody in the chat.
Good to see you.
Daryl, Ruzo, Rich J, Troy Evans, Shapcott, MJ, Franco. We want the cup. Go Habs go. Oh, boy, I think I know who that is. Yukon. Tony, Snakes on a Plane.
We don't want snakes on a plane. That doesn't end well.
Matt Norton, who's in the room right now. Hey, everybody. Sorry it took so long to get to you. So we are going to talk about the series that just happened. Montreal beat Vegas in a series nobody seemed to think they were going to win. I admit, I think I called it in 7, so I didn't get it right. But, I mean, I
called it in 6.
They could win. I thought if they're going to win, I don't know if I called it both ways, but I like Vegas early and then Montreal would take longer. But I think I said
no. That's subliminal messaging.
I'm on video. No, but I'm on video. So you can all go back and check my videos. You'll see.
I said Habs in 6.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Amir got it right. I don't know if he has proof, though, like I do. But he got it right.
Shamir, we need to see the receipts, brother.
According to Shamir, he got it right. But we'll trust him.
I mean, just watch the last Mod Squad video.
I believe you. I'm just bugging
you. I know.
So, we're going to talk about what happened, and I'll try to get to some of you guys' questions as we go along as well. And I'm just trying to see if there's anything I should address right now. I think we'll just go from here. Just wanted to say hi to everybody. Okay, so now that we're all here, and I guess I should say, if you give a thumbs up if you're in here, you're having a decent time, and subscribe for the blooper file. Notification bell, and that'll get you your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge right here, Talking Habs. And good night, everybody. That took so long. No, we're here for a little bit.
Oh no, where'd Delaney go?
What's the over under for how many bloopers Rick has tonight?
I'm just trying to adjust.
I might have a few. I guess we got to break down the Vegas game. Excuse me. I was going to give my opinion on the upcoming game, and that would be just the upcoming series would be stupid because we want to finish it with the old one. Okay. Who had, besides Shamir, who thought Montreal was going to beat Vegas going in? We'll start. We'll when I ask questions like that, we'll go top to bottom. So Shamir, we know. So with Delaney, and then.
I thought so. I thought we had a chance. I liked our chances against Vegas more than Colorado, so.
All right. Go Habs, goal.
Well, for me, I thought I was scared at first, but then I thought that we were bigger, which we were not. But our defense was heavier. But basically, I thought it could go 6 or 7, and fortunately, we won it in 6, which is absolutely wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, at home couldn't have been better. Matt, what do you think?
3,500 sounded like 35,000. Oh,
Yeah,
it was wonderful.
Yeah. Honestly,
no, wait, no, you got to lie. Why are you asking honestly?
I mean, going into the series, like I thought we had a chance. After game 1, I got really nervous because I was like, we might have had a match. But I think we just turned it on and we worked harder. I mean, just as a team, I think we worked a lot harder. Josh Anderson, I know we had 2 goals in the series, but just his ability to just just get the puck to the front of the net created I don't know how many goals. So yeah, I mean, I think we just worked harder as a team. I think that's how we ever pulled it out.
Nobody worked harder than we did.
One last thing, though. I got to say, I thought Las Vegas could be a team that could knock us out. Like, I was very confident against the Jets, and I thought that Montreal could beat Vegas, but I knew this was a team that could knock us out.
Yeah.
So to do it in 6 and not 7 is kind of surprising.
For myself...
Not only that, but just the fact that I thought, as a whole, their forward group is probably going to be the toughest that we played. Because, unlike Toronto or like Winnipeg, they had a few lines they could run to put up points. And just the fact that we were able to basically completely shut down their entire forward group, I thought was absolutely unbelievable. And I think we got, honestly, Phil Deneau to thank for that. Like, I know he only has 3 assists, but, I mean, I really don't. In terms of his value, I think it's just what he brings in the faceoff dot and defensively. I think he's easily top 5 defensive players in the league, forward wise. And coming into this series, if he can shut down that top line, and I don't think it's going to be as hard as people think because they're pretty banged up. I know like Kucherov was not at 100% in Game 7; he's still hurting, and thinking about that, if he tries to get in front, he's going to get abused by the Twin Towers. So I think honestly, if we can, if we can do that, and like I said, I think if we can really get on them early on and bang bodies, I think it'll be a lot easier to shut them down than what people say or what people are thinking.
No.
Sorry if I'm looking weird. It's because I'm hearing an extra noise. Anybody hear that? After I talk?
No.
It's not me. Okay.
Okay, no, not really.
Okay, no, it's just me.
I just hear a popping.
Okay.
I hear a popping every now and again. That's all I hear.
My opinion. After the first game, you all know what I said. I thought that was it. We're done. I thought we met our match. Then they won game 2, and okay, this looks different. They won game 3, and it was like, okay, now this is different. I think they can win. So going in, I thought they could win. After the first game, I lost my confidence till the next game. So, but at that point, after that, yeah, definitely, I was sure they could win. What goes next? Montreal has shut down the top 6. This is even worse. The top, I can't hear. The top 6 forwards for each of their opponents. What do you guys think about for Tampa? You think that because I mean Toronto, Marner Matthews, Tavares was out. So Marner Matthews got barely anything. In the Winnipeg series, with Scheifele out, their big guys barely got anything. And against Vegas, they got hardly scoring from forwards even, let alone their top 6, right?
Yeah, so, I think Riley Smith was their only top 6 guy that actually got a goal.
Pacioretty got one.
Pacioretty, but guys like Marchessault, Mark Stone did nothing that whole series. Nothing.
Yeah. So they've been able to shut down the opponent's top 6. You think they can do this against Tampa? Because they're going to need to. You think Tampa's any different? I know they have a little bit better. I mean, Tampa's got might be injured. We don't know exactly.
But Kucherov and Stamkos are both banged up. Stamkos got moved to the third line because he's having back problems. And Kucherov is still hurting after he took a couple of mean cross checks to the kidneys in Game 6, and he wasn't 100% in Game 7. He was hurt.
Yeah, I know he's hurting, definitely.
So, like I said, if he tries to get down low, I mean, Weber or Sherrod on him and banging him and cross checking him, it's going to be hell for him. So he's going to, obviously you have to shut him down, but I think if we can get physical on him and really start banging him, I think he's going to be timid. And then I just think put Deneau on Brayden Point and have Deneau shut him down, and then
let's hope.
I think we're golden.
I gotta say the guy I'm curious with Tampa, and I think is going to be a key player, is going to be Ole Platt, because he's been doing all right. He's been stepping up when everyone else hasn't. And any team with Victor Hedman on it, you got to keep an eye. Their defense has got enough power to get them through any series. When you look at, like, you got Sherzhev, you got, was it Ryan McDonough and Victor Hedman? It's not a bad offense off the back end.
No, but McDonough and Sergachev have been kind of quiet so far.
You can't keep players like that down for too long.
Right.
I mean, I'm more worried about their defensive scoring than their offensive scoring. They had that one game, but outside of that, I mean, they only scored one in Game 7. So, I mean, we match up. Honestly, we match up well, and it's going to be a fun series to watch.
Their offense.
I agree.
If you look at okay, go ahead. Finish on this point, Peter. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I was thinking that I had a thought come to my mind while you guys were all talking there, and I think coaching wise, we're gonna be really good. We all forget that DD is sitting on the sidelines, twiddling his thumbs, watching this Islanders Lightning matchup. And can you imagine what that brain is doing right now? And the creativity, the defensive schemes that he's coming up with, he's got nothing better to do.
He'll be back for Game 3.
And then you take all that and you put it on the team, and Tampa's got three seriously scary defensemen: McDonough, Sergachev, Hedman. Their forwards, I think we match pretty good with them, but I don't think Tampa has seen the likes of Josh Anderson. That speed, that size, that cutting edge ability to get driving to the net. I don't think they've had to deal with something like that. Byron speed, Toffoli speed and release. I said it before in the series against Vegas. I think we might do okay. I'm not going to go any further. I'm hoping we get past them, but my gut is just, I'm really nervous on it. So I'm going to just stick with that nervous energy and keep riding that wave and hope that we come out on top. But if we don't, I'm good with it. We made it to the finals. I'm very proud of that.
Shamir, you want to add anything?
Well, the only thing that I could maybe add is that I know that going into the Vegas series, when we were all here chatting about our thoughts and expectations on that series, and I just felt like there was a lot that Vegas could potentially trip us up on, and there's stuff that Tampa could do the same, but we've just found a way throughout this playoffs to shut down these teams' more potent forces, and I'm who's to say that we can't continue that, because they somehow find a way to do it. So I'm still feeling confident, cautiously, So, I trust DD. I trust the stuff that's been going on. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's been working, so I'm feeling confident right now.
Good, Shamir. I like that.
Definitely. Well, here's a little more to add for the confident. But by the Keegan, awesome. That's just awesome. Enjoy too. Should be fun. Okay, so everybody was worried about not Vegas now. Who we talking? We're talking about going back still in Vegas. I'm trying to get into this Tampa series. It's horrible. Okay. What did I want to? I wanted to add something. I got lost there. Jeez. Yeah. So this is the Lost show. This is Lost. I'm lost. It's twice now. I want to talk about Tampa for some reason. I'm not sure where to go here with the. I don't know why. About Vegas. I think that, first of all, Montreal is peaking. They peaked at the right time going into the playoffs, right? So we had injuries that were a problem near the end of the season, especially. Were a lot of things that we didn't really see the Montreal team that could be, really, except for the first 10 games of this regular season. Mm-hmm. Right? So it doesn't surprise me that what they've done getting this far. And I think each team that they've played against, I think they've kind of what's the word I'm looking for? They looked past them, didn't take them seriously.
Who's got the geese or the ducks? Anyone else hearing that, or is it just me?
Is it when I'm talking? Some background noise.
Well, it's raining here. It's kind of off and on, so you might be hearing the rain.
No,
by the way,
it sounds like a duck or a geese or something.
But for people watching, just in case this stream just stops all of a sudden, it's because of the weather here. So it's not supposed to be thunder and lightning, I don't think, tonight, but you never know. It's kind of raining pretty hard, and then it stops, then it rains. Anyway, I didn't hear any geese. I definitely don't. All right. So on that note, so who here? What was I saying? Oh my God, this is bad. Can I? Is there a pause button here?
You were trying to talk about Vegas.
Want to save me here? I swear I lost my train of thought.
I thought we were leaving Las Vegas.
We're leaving it in Las Vegas.
I thought you were.
I guess my point
Vegas,
was.
Rick,
my point was. They're taking. They were taking. I don't think they were taking 100%. Like at some point, seriously. And then and Montreal is a better team than people are thinking they are. And they peaked going into the playoffs. And you're seeing a team that's peaking, that has a goalie that is 100% dialed in and focused. And I think that's what happened to Vegas. They played their game against Vegas's game, right? Vegas was playing the 1-2-2 neutral zone forecheck. And Montreal was playing the 1-1-3, I think. And the reason they did so bad in the first game was mostly because they didn't adjust. And when they did adjust, they took that game away from Vegas. They won 4 out of the next 5. And so I don't know if this works against Tampa, a 1-2-2 neutral zone forecheck, or they have to change up something, but I think they'll adjust. I think that's what happened to Vegas. Vegas got the game that they played against them by a team that was better. Okay, now's the time everybody gets a chance.
I agree with you, Rick, on some points. Rick, I agree with you on some points. I don't think that Vegas took us lightly. I really don't. I think Peter DeBoer just didn't have a comeback for Don Ducharme's style of play that was being imposed on him. Like, he had ample opportunity to figure it out and try to come back, and he flubbed it up flat out.
Well, when you think about the style that Montreal was playing against Vegas, it for a team that like Montreal that really lives off of intercepting passes,
He didn't make mistakes,
and then and scoring off of that, turning that into transitioning that into offense, scoring off the rush like that.
Yeah.
That's a system that works because you take possession of the neutral zone, and basically the opposition doesn't get past you very much, right? They get in for a chance with one guy, and you're out. That's how you're doing it. So, I think Montreal can be successful against Tampa with this. If they can shut down their top six, why can't they beat them? If they can shut down every other team's top six so far, why can't they? And then you got Carey Price waiting if you made a mistake.
One advantage I don't think we have as much of as people may think, and that is goaltending. Valevsky is probably almost as good as Carey Price.
No doubt.
Better in the regular season.
I mean, we said that about Fleury as well.
I said it in my I said it in my review, my preview for the series, that it's going to be another great goaltending duel. But Price won the last one.
They won Game 7, 1-0. The only other team in the playoffs that had a goalie, I think, good enough to sit on a one-goal lead was Montreal.
Yeah, no, okay. I'm not saying no, but I'm just saying that we have that too, right? So when we make mistakes, we've got that. So we match up well, though, against Tampa. We match up. We matched up well against Vegas, where nobody thought we did, but we really did match up well against them. So when you get a team playing the way they are,
Montreal is good at drawing the goaltender.
When you get a team playing the way Montreal's playing, I don't know. It's going to take a lot to beat them too. So it's not just a one side. I'm just saying it's not that Montreal's going to roll over Tampa by any means. It's not. But neither I don't think is Tampa. I think this is a good matchup.
I do agree with you. I think it's going to be a lot closer than most people think.
Sorry? I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said I really think it's going to be a lot closer than most people think.
Yeah, I think so.
I expect a lot of 4-3 games.
Close.
Surprisingly,
I don't know about that.
Is good.
I don't know about. I think 2-1, maybe 3-2. I don't see it going 4-3.
That's what I'm thinking. Probably a lot of 2-1, a lot of 3-2. Probably overtime. Probably see a lot of overtime.
Well, if history is repeating, overtime is good, especially the 18-12 mark. That was crazy. When we won 2 games in overtime at the 18-12 mark.
Here, our Limp Bizkit is chipping in here. Can't change it now. VGK would be stupid to be looking to the next round. They've had lots of experience losing in the playoffs.
Not really. They don't really have much history anyways. They've only been in the league 4 years.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I get it now. Okay, you don't like my opinion. Who's VAS? Vaz, the goalie? Vaz has won 4.
Yeah,
I know. He's won 4 consecutive series-ending games with a shutout. Okay. So what are you saying?
He sounds like a soggy biscuit.
Look, at the end of the day, Fleury plays a game very similar to Vasilevsky, right? They both flip-flop around. They're all over the place. They overcommit on some occasions. And if Montreal can make that happen again, we run Vasilevsky out of the net on a game or two. If we can do what we did to Fleury.
I don't see them bringing McElhaney. I don't see them going to McElhaney, but I know what you mean. Carey Price was your difference maker. He's been the biggest reason you made it out of the first round. Has to be that guy for you here. Well, of course, no. Carey Price. No one's saying he's not. I mean, no one's saying he's not. He's good. He's the wall. Vegas never adapted to that. Well, Vegas never adapted to the Habs system, but the Habs system was their system, basically. They were both trying to play the 1-2-2, and Montreal did it better. That's what it came down to.
I really think Montreal took this playoffs shift by shift, like not looking any further ahead. They look focused. In a couple of games, though, they dropped off in the second, especially in the Toronto series. But after that Toronto series, they really held their own, though. They never really were outplayed, except for that game in Vegas where it was really obvious. But we won that game.
They have gone since Game 4 of Toronto. They're 11-2. They haven't. I mean, they've been playing really well. I don't see why it would change. Someone makes this here point. These teams are too fast and dynamic for there to be a lot of OT games, maybe 2 games. In OT, this is an interesting
that's
stat.
My buddy Cam. I'm glad he joined.
In overtime, that's your buddy?
Yeah, that's my friend Cam, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. In overtime, Montreal is 5-1, and Tampa's 0-3. So either they're due or they don't do as well in overtime. I like to see Montreal take them to overtime a few times. Got a good shot to win those games. Are we into I guess we're giving up on the Vegas series. We're going to go into the previewing the Tampa series. What do you say? Let's vote on it.
Yay. Let's not talk about
I seem to want to talk about Tampa.
The future.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get into the Tampa series more.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the point I wanted to make that I kept saying no, we're not talking about it yet. Okay, so stats wise, and gave up 37 goals up to this point in the playoffs. Tampa has scored 58 and given up 37 as well. Now, if you take out, let me go back a little bit, is that Tampa's played one more game than Montreal in the playoffs. If you take out one game and even them up, and let's just make it the game where they beat the Islanders 8-0, right? That knocks 8 goals off and no goals off of the goals against. And you'll see that it then becomes 43-57. So they're a lot more even than I think people think, even on offense. So I don't think they're that outmatched on offense. On defense, these two teams are playing well. If you're going to go on the excuse, well, Montreal's been in the North Division, they suck. Okay, you want to go back on that? I don't believe that. But, yeah, I think there's a lot of stats here that prove that Montreal has a shot here. I don't see why, anyway, that's how I see it. Montreal has a shot here. I don't think they're as badly outmatched as a lot of people do think. And doesn't matter what, how much money over the cap they are. I know they have more talent in general than Montreal, but Montreal's making the most of what they got. So I don't know. Does Tampa work as hard as Montreal? I don't know. I haven't watched any Tampa games.
I think they do. I think they're right up there. But like I said, I think just the fact that Stammer and Kucherov are banged up, I think gives us a slight advantage. Just the fact that, if we set the physical tone early on, I think they're going to be a lot more timid to kind of get to the front of the net. At least for those two, because they are banged up.
I think so too. So let's go. I'm hearing noise again, but let's go around the board from the top. Shamir, what do you kind of see the series, this matchup like?
I just see it like kind of like the Vegas series because people like the discussion was that have we met our match with Vegas and all of these various elements, and I just see it the same as going into this series. I think we match up well, and if they push us, we can just as easily push back, and we're not going to be a pushover again. And you know what? Price being dialed in and everything, I see this as being really a battle of goaltending wits in this series.
Delaney.
I think these teams are actually more on par with each other than people think. As far as how the series is going to go, it's so weird. Like, I can see both of these teams having the capability of sweeping the other team, and both of them winning in 7 games. I have no idea how the series is going to go, but I like the matchup. I don't think we're as inferior as people think we are going ahead, and I'm really looking forward to the goaltending matchup.
Pete, what do you think? Oh, you're done? You're not done? Go ahead.
No, I mean, you take the battle of the goalies. It's basically the best goalie there has been for a couple of decades, and the guy who's going to be the next one once Price is done. So, yeah, I don't know. I just really think they're evenly matched, and I mean, on paper and talent and money wise, you'd say Tampa should steamroll them, but I just think the Buys are on a mission this year, and they're finding a way to get it done. Even if they lose game 1, I'm still confident that this team is like, okay. Like, once they played Vegas the first game and lost, it just like when it came back to second game, they just looked like a complete different team. Like they knew their assignment.
Pete?
Okay, my turn. This is good. I agree with what you guys are going with. As for goaltending battles, pretty evenly matched. I do give the upper hand to Carey simply because he's got the experience in high-end games, crucial games. Deneau's going to have his hands full with the likes of Point or whoever they decide to put him on. Point is one of the guys that I'm scared of right now. As long as our defense keeps doing what they did before, keeping the front of the net clear, Carey Price can see the puck coming from wherever, we're going to do just fine. I wouldn't go so far as to call any sweeps, but it could happen. Fingers crossed, touch wood. I'm excited for this series. I am, and I can't wait for it to get started on Monday. I think some people are going to learn a lot about themselves during this little battle that we have, and it'll put a smile on somebody's face at the end of the day. But you know me, I don't like to jinx things, so I don't know who's going to win, and I'm going to leave it at that. It'll be a great series, though.
Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I think it's just gonna come down to like how the first game looks. Like until we actually see the first game and see how these teams play each other, I think it's really hard to say. I think they match up well. But like I said, I mean, if we can shut down that top line, like we've been doing this whole playoffs, I think we have as good as chances, that we could have. I think Deneau is probably going to match up with Point, which he'll have his hands full. But I mean, he's done his job the past 3 series. I mean, I look at who Toronto had, look at who Vegas had. I mean, he can match up with the big stars and hold his own. So, it'll be very interesting to see that.
Okay, I think Montreal's. I'll just go with what I went with in my preview. Montreal's 5-on-5 play is as good as pretty much anybody's. Special teams play in this playoffs have been as good all around because you could say that Tampa's got a better power play. It's kind of like the opposite. Montreal's got a good power play and a off the charts PK right now, and it's the opposite with Tampa. They got an off the charts power play and a good PK. Right, they're over 80%, so it's good. I think the way Montreal is playing as a team is going to come into I haven't been watching Tampa, so I'm not going to say that they're not playing like that. I don't know for sure, but I know the way Montreal is playing as a team. That's like that. I said it in my preview as well that Montreal doesn't have that elite goal scorer, right, or that elite point getter. But the way they're playing as a team, the way all 4 lines are being rolled, and the way they're producing and contributing, that's as good as having to me, that's as good as having an elite player. When you're all pulling together, when you're all playing at your best, like they are right now, they're peaked, right? So I think that's a lot. And then you got Carey Price, and I know Vasilevsky's great and all that. So it's not to take anything away from Vasilevsky, obviously, but I mean Carey Price is as good as there is right now. So you got two goalies like that. So that that's pretty even there. I think Montreal's drive and determination, their work ethic, the way they've been able to shut down the other team's top forwards, and the fact that, as someone put in the chat earlier about Josh Anderson, when he played against them and Columbus swept them, one of the things they said was they didn't really have an answer for Anderson. Well, I don't know that they have one this time, right? So it's going to be a big thing. So I think Montreal. I'm not like you said. I made a prediction. Yes, I just think they have. It's not like they're outmatched. I don't think they're that outmatched that that they don't have a chance. I think they have a really good chance here. I also like the fact that if you go back to our last two cups, right? So 86 and 93, there were kind of a theme in each of those, right? In 86, you had Patrick Roy coming out to the world. You also had Claude Lemieux. So you had young players that were, right, was the theme. In 93, 10 overtime victories in a row, right? Also in those years, the good teams were kind of knocked out. It helped to pave the way. Here, maybe it's just the fact that they had the North Division, got them farther. But it's the penalty kill. The penalty kill is the theme this year.
Yeah.
Right? So if they do go on to win the Cup, yeah, they got that theme going for them. There's so many similar things with, especially the 93 team, I think. And, Carey Price is just dialed in. He looks like a goalie that's saying, I'm going to win the Cup this year. And that's it. I'm going to do it.
I was going to say the same thing about Weber. He looks dialed in. And him and Carey, I think, know that they're getting towards the end of the line. And
yep.
It's now or never.
True. True.
And also, just going back to what you said, Delaney, about on paper, Tampa being the better team. Sure, that's probably the case. I wouldn't argue with that. But as well, on paper, we weren't even supposed to go more than 5 games versus Toronto. And look at how that turned out.
Well, according to Craig Button, we weren't supposed to even win a game against Toronto.
Yeah.
Not one.
I thought
that is why TSN sucks. Or SN, rather. Sorry, that's why Sportsnet sucks.
I didn't hear what you said, Delaney.
Oh, no, I said I still think Toronto was the best team on paper we faced, and we came back 3-1. That's why I like our chances against Tampa. I really think the hardest team for us to beat that gives us the most trouble on a nightly basis was Toronto for the last couple of years. I mean, I know Tampa's going to be no slouch. Vegas and Winnipeg were that West Coast, and we handled that pretty good. I like our chances. I'd rather face Tampa than New York because I know New York would be just as hungry. I'm hoping that Tampa, this is where they fall back into the year before where they take us a little lightly, and next thing you know, like Columbus, they're gone.
Right.
We put them out and we won. Like I don't know. I think it's just going to be interesting to see how it plays out. And like Matt said earlier, until we see game 1 and see what it's like. I mean, I didn't really pay much attention to how they were playing and stuff when I did flick them on when they've been on.
I'm sorry. I was just looking. I'm looking for a comment. I can't find it. Damn it. On this, I don't think
they're very fast, smooth skating team.
Damn, I can't find the comment I want. What happened? We lost the.
Shout ahead. Is that a Canadian Mountie Bear that he's got as a pitcher?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so what about scoring depth? Do you think Montreal may double shift to compensate? They always say depth wins you games. How do you feel they compare?
Our fourth first line.
I think
Yeah.
Tampa's a lot like Toronto in that top six heavy as far as point production, right? If you can shut them down, you're gonna match up okay offensively against them, right? I think. Look at the way our scoring on the fourth line's been really good.
Montreal plays their four lines, and Byron can jump between three lines if need be.
But I think
Byron. He's Wonder Byron, man. Like he can go anywhere. That's
Well, I just gotta say for the playoffs so far that a lot of the players that a lot of people, myself included, were ragging on, like Stahl, Byron, Deneau, just a lot of them. Kudos to them for stepping up their game in this playoffs. They've been earning. They've done a hell of a job. They've stepped up their games. Stahl has been doing all the little things that lead to the big things taking care of themselves. Deneau has been shutting down the a lot of the top players effectively, and Byron, he's just being that sneaky little bugger that he is, and gets in those little breaks and just gets those little goals that tend to be some of them game winners and just really crucial goals there. So good on those players. I mean, they've really redeemed themselves so far.
Tampa Bay won the cup. They know how to win with injuries. Hopefully experience doesn't count. I think that's our buddy Jeff there being a little
soggy biscuit.
Sarcastic a little bit. But still, I mean, okay, so they know how to win with injuries, yeah. I mean, Montreal does too at this point, don't you think? They got here. They had injuries all year.
Montreal
depth is important.
Montreal is going to come into this.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Montreal is going to come into this, and if they come into this the way they've gone in through every other series, pounding the body 40 to 50 times a night, Tampa Bay is not built for that kind of crap. They're not built to take punishment like that. I don't care what any of you guys say on that one. They are a fast-flowing team that plays a style like we do. Quick transition, make you pay for your mistakes, pucks in your net. But if we're banging their bodies and make them tentative like we did with Winnipeg, make them in Toronto and Vegas, guys don't want to get hit, especially at this end of the playoff now. It's the Stanley Cup, and the last thing you want to do is get hit hard all the time. You've been beaten down already. Stamkos isn't going to want to take any more hits. And you think Sherratt nailing you into the boards every time you come over the ice, they're gonna be physically hurt in a series as long as we play that game.
Someone made a comment about that they looked tired, Tampa, a little bit last night. So we got that extra day of rest.
They're tired and hurting.
Yeah. Well, everybody's hurting now. I mean, that's just a given.
Yeah,
everybody's hurting.
I know we're hurting, but I think our team, we play as a team. That's the big thing, is we play as a team. Units, every unit, 4 units out there doing what you do, I don't know if I could say that about Tampa. I've tried to watch some of their games and whatnot. There's a lot of individual play there I see at times, a selfish play. And if we can capitalize on that, I think we stand a really good chance.
Yeah, Stamkos is playing on the third line. I think I know why, but do you guys, anybody know why, like the official reason why?
No, I don't know.
I figure it's just to limit his ice time by being on the third line. He's not putting out, because, he's prone to getting injured. Back's always bad. I figured it's ice time
I'm always assuming since the last couple of years that Stamkos got something really effed up, and they're trying to use him sparingly.
Right, that's it. So that's what I think. So, but listen, he's got the points there. Even sparingly, he's still got points.
Well, and I mean that's it. If you're up by 3 goals in the third period, Stamkos is not going to be on the ice.
No. You won't see him at all.
Just like he doesn't avoid unnecessary.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks, buddy.
Well, okay.
That's what's got us to where we are,
first of all,
boys.
Kenneth,
At the end of the day,
let us know.
banging
Kenneth
bodies.
Bailey. Hang on, Kenneth Bailey. You're a Bolts fan, obviously, right? At least let us know that. And no, obviously, I think we're not saying Tampa can't hang with us. I don't know what we're saying.
I don't think any of us have said that. We've said they're evenly matched.
Nope.
I think it's going to be very close. But, I mean, that's okay. It's funny because the last game, there was a guy in Tampa, Vegas fan, and he said 100% Vegas was going to win that game. 100%. It's the easiest game to pick for them to win. 100%. I don't know if you saw the game, but Vegas didn't win.
Shotgun shell, 188.
Being overconfident isn't always great, but it doesn't matter if you're overconfident. Only matters if they are. Let's see what Jeff chipped in with. Guys, Tampa won the Cup. We know that. They have been the best team in the NHL the last 3 years. We know that. They are going for 2 Cups in 3 years. We know that. They are a really good team. We know that. You don't do that without being a team. We know that.
And in other news, the sky is blue.
Come on already. Jesus Christ, Jeff.
And the sky is blue, so we know that too.
Games are played.
We all basically said on paper, Tampa is a better team.
And games are played on the ice. On the ice they're played. So at the end of the series, we'll see what it is. But I think Montreal can hang with them. That's what we're saying. And if they can hang with them,
tough to repeat.
Come beat them.
Kenneth, you said they can't bang. Well, I don't know what they do off the ice. So
they can bang, baby.
I mean, what they do off the ice, it's their personal lives, so I don't care if they bang or not.
Anyways, it's going to be a very hard-fought series. Whoever wins is going to have to. It's going to be a hard-fought series either way. It's going to be close. I don't expect a blowout either side. And it's all you can ask for. I mean, what else can you ask for going into finals, right? Right? Huh?
All right. Bringing down the mood. No.
Here. All right. See, Tampa's the best, just like the Leafs and the Jets and Vegas. Anyways, so we're hungry too. I get where he's going, and I think that you can't count that out. You know what I mean? It's not fair to count that part out, like what Montreal's doing. The fact that I'm sure they're peaking. You got everything going for them as well. So all I'm saying is that why should they be counted out, especially going into these finals with everything they've accomplished getting there? I don't see why they should be counted out. Now for this message from our sponsors. I don't know where it's going with that. Don't worry. Because everybody's staring at me.
Well, you were talking.
I know, but I'm done talking now.
Yeah, you're a fearless leader.
Yeah, I'm not as fearless as you might think. No, Kenneth, I asked you that for other reasons than that, by the way. But not that they can't handle, they won't be able to. They might not be able to. Okay, well, with Peter was very strong on that. I think Tampa can handle everything. I just think that Montreal has been able to shut down the top 6. If Montreal can shut down their top 6, I don't see how they're going to be any better than the other 3 teams we beat. That's all. Right?
I gotta say, as much as all the stats basically do tilt
Franco's got
towards
it.
Tampa's favor. The one scary one is the amount of penalty minutes we have compared to Tampa.
That's what's going to get us there. Montreal's lucky. You guys are totally not counting for that. If you look on Twitter, everyone said Montreal's lucky, fluky, blah, 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 blah. And that's what's going to win. So,
yeah, it's all this grand conspiracy by
That's the
Bettman
secret
and Co.
formula.
to just
the secret
let
formula.
the other teams choke, and
It's
it's
the
just
secret
all luck.
formula.
Yeah.
Do Jake Evans get a ring if
Yes.
we got knocked out?
Yeah.
Everybody's name.
He played enough games
Everybody's
in the
name and
playoffs.
everybody gets.
Well, he played enough games. I think all you have to do is play 1 or 2 games in the playoffs and you get a ring if you win. He played more than that.
So Romanov will get on?
With
Well,
2
Rob
games,
play
he
like-
should. I think with 2 games, he should.
Well,
No.
we're looking ahead. They got to win it, I suppose, first, as Jeff will remind us.
Frolik, I don't know. I don't know if he's played enough games for the Habs at all. For and Drew, that's a good question. I don't know if he hasn't played a game in the postseason. I don't know that he gets on there. Does anybody know that?
Is he still a Hab, or what's on the go with him? Will he be back
No,
next year?
We won't find anything out till after the playoffs are done. Don't worry about that. But does he get on just for being like he was there most of the season? Does he get on? I don't think so. If they win the cup, I don't think he gets
I believe
on
as part as you're on the. I believe as long as you're on the team, I don't know if it's like the NFL, but if you're a part of the team, you get a cup, you get a ring.
Nope. I'll tell you why I believe what I'm saying. If I remember, I don't remember which cup. It was either 93 or I think it was 93. We had a defenseman named Donald Dufresne. Very
I remember
French guy.
him.
They played him in a game, I believe, in the playoffs, just so that he'd get his name on the cup. Like they put him in the lineup at some point so that he would get his name on the cup. So I think you have to be in the lineup for the playoffs at some point.
I think either that.
Are you checking that out?
Oh.
No, my girlfriend called me. I had to take it.
Okay, but you don't know what we were just talking about. Do you know that?
You were talking. I know you're talking about Frolik and Juan, I assume.
Yeah, well, that's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if he's either on the ice or if he's like, I think if they're in the like.
One playoff game, I think.
Yeah. I
think they have to make one appearance in the postseason. I think they have to make one appearance in the postseason, or else they don't get on. I think, but I mean, it could be if you played a certain amount of games during the season. It could be if you played a certain amount of games during the season, okay, you get on. But I know Dufresne wouldn't have played enough games during the season to have gotten on if that's the case. But I think that's how it works. Okay, here's a fair question from didn't take. From Nexus OG. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you guys about this team winning this upcoming series? Nobody answer first.
I don't participate in those kinds of questions. I'm trying to answer. I said I don't participate in those questions because I don't want to.
No, then don't. You don't have to if you don't want to answer it. Anybody else? Anybody want to answer it?
5. 50-50. It can go either way. That's my confidence. They can win it. They can lose it. Hockey will be played. Goals will be scored.
I'm going to say a little bit more than that. I'll go with 6 because I feel they're going to – I feel it. But I'm not 100% confident in it by any means. So I'll go with 6. But, I mean, a 5 is fair because I think they're really closely matched teams. So, Matt, you got one?
So according to what I found, you got to play half the regular season games Or play one game in the Cup final.
In the Cup Finals. There's your answer. So Drouin would make it.
Yeah.
Frolik would not. Frolik will not if it happens. Shamir, you didn't answer. How confident?
Teams can petition to put people on if they want to. Like if there was injury or something, or like if something happened and like a player like.
It was a COVID season and you were there every day.
Yeah, so Frolik won't qualify. Shamir,
they could petition for it. I doubt it, but yeah, teams can petition if they feel they have a player who should be on there.
Okay, well, they don't. Shamir, you want to try?
7.
A 7. Shamir's got a 7. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to jinx anything.
Chris on the chat says
that's wishy-washy. Play the game. Shout ahead.
Chris says absolute 10. Blind faith. There you go. And then Oriole Guy says, I got a spider on my wall somewhere. It's driving me nuts.
That's not what
I'll say 6 as well, but once we see game 1 and 2, it'll change. Yeah, well, that's.
It's actually a listening bug from the Lightning organization.
Well, here we go. So I'm very confident. Habs in 5, 100% certain. Enlighten us how you're 100% certain. I'd like to know.
Do you know something that we don't know?
Do CJ and Muller get rings?
I'm gonna say no because they didn't. They only. How many games did they coach? It wasn't a lot.
No, 13.
Yeah,
14?
I doubt it.
What do you guys think?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I have no idea.
They were fired. Done like dinner. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I kind of think the same.
Who are they?
Spider means an 8.
I mean,
Spiders
the players got to
mean an
play
8?
half
What do you
the
mean?
season.
Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. Anyway, I'm not that afraid. I'm not afraid of spiders. It just bugs me when they're crawling around. They came in from
Players got to
outside.
play half the season. Why would CJ and Muller get rings? If, like I said, if the players got to play half, then why would coaches that haven't coached for half get a ring?
They deserve shite.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's definitely a fair point.
Yep, that's what I found.
No,
Yeah.
It wouldn't be half. It wouldn't be 41 games though this year.
Yeah, this season it would be
28 games.
26.
28.
Yeah,
28.
28.
Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, so I think Frolik, like in terms of the guys that will play like in the lineup and the guys that are up in the press box, I think Frolik would be the only one that wouldn't get it, right?
How many games has Jake Evans played?
Jake Evans played a whole
I
series.
feel like he played more than half.
But he played in the Stanley Cup Finals.
No,
He could.
no.
Is he?
Jake
Not
Evans,
the point
he
side
might.
biscuit.
He has potential to play in the Stanley Cup.
Because
Finals.
they switched his jersey. He's in a contact jersey now, if I'm not mistaken.
I know. Yeah, he could.
I thought I saw something about that. Yeah,
He could. He could make the finals.
But yeah, I mean, I think Evans played more than half the year. Romanov, I know, did.
Okay, but
Yeah,
that doesn't have anything to do with the upcoming series.
Yeah, I think Frolik might be the only person that won't.
I think same. I thought the Stanley Cup Finals technically included the first round as well, which would make Jake Evans playing like more than enough games to get on the cup. Like the World Cup tournament is actually called the World Cup Finals because it's after all the qualifications.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that
Jake Allen gets on the cup. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Goaltender is different.
Yeah, Allen will get on.
Allen gets the cup. Gets on the cup because sometimes the backup.
I think he also played more than half the regular season games anyway.
No, but I'm sure he's the backup. So he's been on the roster. It's just like playing for a goalie. It's like playing.
And they'll probably just start him in the series, right?
Just for my peace of mind, everybody. Yeah, if you don't like killing spiders, well.
Oh yeah, 100% Alan starts this series.
Oh my God.
No doubt about it.
They got the book on Carey Price. No one guessed on having to play Allen.
Yeah.
Surprise attack.
Yeah. It's all part of this secret. It's all part of this secret plan to just fool everybody, right? Hey, Franco?
Okay. Hang on.
I don't kill spiders, Rick, only because they make webs and trap flies. So
I know.
they're the lesser of two evil.
I don't.
Plus,
I
if
don't
the right
kill the
one
ones I don't
bites
see.
you become Spider-Man.
Yeah, with great responsibility. No, with great powers come great responsibility. Something like that. Okay, don't bug me about it.
Wouldn't it be great? Just like hang out behind a plane, stick on, never pay for another plane ticket.
Boozer says Allen's playing Monday night.
Be pretty cold.
A hot take.
Yeah, it's actually going to be
Boozer,
Allen
I know
versus
you make
McElhaney.
no
Plot
joke.
twist.
Yeah.
I like our
This-
odds then for sure.
I was gonna say, like, just because it's popping into my head now, but God forbid something were to happen and both backups had to play. I mean, I think we'd all agree Allen's better than McElhaney.
Let's not go there, please.
Yeah.
No, I don't want. It popped into my head. I just wanted to.
I don't know that I agree with this.
Why do we go down this
Godfather.
path?
What do you guys think of this comment? Vasilevsky's never had a Gallagher or Perry in front chirping, Montreal will shock the world. I don't know that that's true. I'm sure
Perry's my Conn Smythe man.
no, but he's had. I mean, Vasilevsky's played against the best, so I'm sure that he has. But
Well, we know he doesn't like Josh Anderson barreling in on him like a friggin' torpedo, like we know.
nobody does. I mean, nobody does.
I'm just saying, like, that's what Josh Anderson does the best. Like, he just barrels in, gets the puck to the front of the net, uses his body, and he creates goals. He creates opportunities. That's why, like, yeah, he doesn't have many points, but, like, he's created so much just from using his size to get the puck to the net. Just the little things.
Yeah, you're a little sure of yourself. I know. Nothing's 100% until it's done. It ain't done till she's done. So none of us are here going to say, yeah, it's guaranteed.
Oh, God, no. Hockey's got to be played.
Happening.
Hockey has got to be played.
Happening. But we're, of
Get
course,
too
we're on
cocky,
the bandwagon.
Godfather.
We don't jump off the bandwagon, us guys here. We don't jump off the bandwagon.
Oh, look,
We're
the
always
hockey hasn't been played yet. Hockey's got to be played.
Hockey has to be done. I just want to say one thing. I honestly think, regardless of who wins this series, I think the goalies will be the Conn Smythe winners. But if Price is not the Conn Smythe winner, I would have to give it to Perry.
Oh, Price is good. If we win the cup,
It's a no-brainer.
even if we don't, Price could win the Conn Smythe either
Yeah,
way.
that's true.
No, I
That'd
think
be
Price could win the
hilarious.
Conn Smythe either way. That's my opinion. You can laugh at me if you want. I
Was
think
this-
that's a possibility.
Was Jaguar or Hasek the last guy to do that, win the Conn Smythe for a losing team?
It's happened a couple of times.
Oh, if Chris Lee's a
Hasek.
referee for
Didn't
this
Hasek-
series,
Didn't Hasek do it when St. Louis beat them? Didn't Hasek win the Conn Smythe?
When Dallas
Right?
won?
When Dallas, that's it. When Dallas won.
Mm,
Didn't Hasek win the Conn Smythe?
yeah, I think so.
And it
And,
happened.
It
It happened in.
Jaguar or
I know it
Fleury.
happened another time. It was also a goalie. It's usually a goalie that does that. Will win
I
the
think it
Conn
was
Smythe.
Jaguar for some reason.
Yes. Jean-Francois Giguère or Sauvé
Jean
the
Sebastian.
for the Ducks. Sebastian Giguère, maybe. For
Yeah,
the
that's
Ducks,
what I'm
right?
thinking.
Jean,
I
That was
think
the
he
last-
did.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Sebastian.
I think you're right. What do you think of this comment here? How will you guys react if we get Chris Lee for all the games during the series? We're not. I don't think we'll see Chris Lee at all.
He hasn't been able to, he's tried his worst, and, we've gotten around that, so I'm not too worried.
And I don't think Tampa's too happy with him either.
no. They were
So
he was shit too when they relocated him to that series. They don't like him. John Cooper hates him.
Yeah, so I don't think they're going to put him in there. They shouldn't need to anyway. They should have competent ones that they can put in there without a problem.
Yeah, I'm sad Wes McCauley had to pull out of the playoffs. I would have loved to see him.
I think he would have if he didn't pull out.
That's what she said.
Had to go there. I was thinking, but you had to go there.
Hey, listen. My show. Thought
we were keeping it clean.
Where did I get the background pic? What? Oh. This. I got it online. You're talking about this. I got that online. Very easy to find. Just Google it. Google Habs versus.
Go on to Habs Twitter. They have a picture of it on their Twitter.
It's on plenty of social media.
Or I got this from Habs, the Habs Eyes on the Prize or something like that. That site there. I got that from them. That's what I do.
All over Instagram as well.
And there's this. I had that already before you guys put it up in our chat. I was going to use it for a thumbnail. I might still. I like those kind of things. So, well, we're at an hour and 16. Okay, let's kind of wrap it up here. Anybody want to make a prediction?
Habs in 7.
Nope.
Delaney?
Lightning in 6. I said Vegas in 6, so I'm going to say the Lightning in 6, and I'm hoping that I'm wrong again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be the last time Delaney will be appearing on this show.
No, it won't. Don't listen to him. He loves me.
Okay, I'm going Habs in 6, but I've already got that out there in a video. Habs in 6, in my opinion. They're going to win it at home, and it's going to be a great time.
So, for the record, Shamir said the Habs in 7. Myself and Rick are canceling each other out, and apparently the two boys down there aren't man enough to make a prediction. I just called you boys out.
No ball.
I got a comment to make.
Go ahead.
My comment is Vasilevsky, 4 shutouts. I said yes.
Not happening. Not happening.
And it doesn't work because you're a Habs fan.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I think it'll be a really good series either way. Just happy to see, well, not just, I want to see them win. No, you know what? In a way, now that they got here to the finals, yeah, if they don't win, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to be.
I won't
because
be. Why?
I am from an era when pretty much if they got to the finals, they won pretty much. And, yeah, I want to see another cup win. So yeah, I'm going to be disappointed.
I understand that, Rick. But you know what? We made it to the cup with a team that wasn't as strong as everybody predicted and everybody thought. I'll be happy. No matter win, lose, or draw, I'm happy, you know?
Didn't say I wouldn't be happy. I'm going to be disappointed they didn't win. I'm still going to be happy and proud of them and all that stuff, without a doubt. But, yeah, I'm going to have some disappointment in them not winning.
I just don't want to wait another 28 years for, you know,
like everyone else.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's sports, right? Nothing's guaranteed. Yeah. Game has to be played, and that's the beauty of it, you know. When
Hockey
you win,
has to be
not
played.
So beautiful when you don't.
Got to play those shifts 30 seconds at a time.
Jeff's kind of right there. All for nothing if they don't win. Who cares about losing? Who remembers who was the runner up in the final? You remember the winner, not the loser. So,
but if you're the loser, you're the first loser, not the second loser. You're the first loser. So there's
Well,
apparently we said the S word. What's the S word? What S word did we say? Hey, 6?
Snakes. Snakes.
Out.
6, 7.
No one said shutout. Who said shutout? Who said shutout? I didn't hear anybody. Oh, that Vazzy's going to get 4?
I mean, I heard shout out. He gets 4 shout outs.
It's okay when you're saying it's okay when you're saying it about the opposing goal. It's not okay when you say it.
I would never say it about our goaltenders.
Godfather, I agree. We already won. We beat the Leafs. I get that. I'm still going to be a little disappointed if it turns out that we don't win the cup. That's all. Still going to love my team and all that.
I'll be disappointed, but I'll be proud of what they've done as a fan. Like, that was showing you're in the right direction.
Exactly, brother.
And it stings, like I said to you earlier offline, Rick, it stings less if we do lose to Tampa Bay because it's kind of like a reset through all this weird COVID time. And when everything gets back to normal in September, October, we have that much promise going into that season. And hopefully
Yeah, but you're all just putting a brave face on it because you all know the truth that if they do lose, that
I'll be crushed.
It stings no matter what. Doesn't matter. As much of a brave face as we put on it, we're all going to be disappointed and all that. We can say what we want. I'm the only one being honest about it.
I honestly believe that Seattle on the goal line with their hands on the New England Patriots' throat and not running the ball and losing, that prepares me for this because no matter what happens, that won't hurt as much.
Yeah, well, I don't even know. You're not even a hockey fan then. Jeez.
It took me a long time
Delaney,
to
that
get over
didn't hurt me at all.
I mean,
what's that?
I said that play on the goal line didn't hurt me at all. That made me happy. That made me celebrate.
There you go.
I mean,
I'm
not going to complain about that. But
by the way, Eric Freeman got the guy that I was thinking of. It wasn't a goalie. Reggie Leach. 76. Montreal won. Reggie Leach got the Conn Smythe. I think it was the first one. I think Reggie Leach was the first guy to do that. So we were talking about it earlier. That's why. So Franco's right. Either way, cars are flipping over tomorrow, or not tomorrow. That thing.
Nothing better than a cup ride in Montreal.
Doesn't matter, win or lose. Cars are going to get flipped over at the end.
Just like in Vancouver.
It's not the way it's said, Jeff. Don't put off. Don't put. No, if it's for procrastination, it's put off today what you can do tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
So that's procrastination. What you got there, I don't know. We have 4 horsemen on D. We do.
Well, I mean, hopefully
they won't lose.
Well, I mean, hopefully I don't have to go through 89 where it took me 4 years to get over that.
Yeah, 89 was disappointing, yeah. But it was nice to see Lanny McDonald get a cup. That's what we all said.
Yes, just like it would be nice for certain players, for us to get their hands on that trophy.
Exactly. 100%. That's why we're optimistic.
The only team to beat us at home. Oh, painful.
Apparently not. I don't know why people do it, but yeah, apparently not. So it's sad.
But no, I mean that's just because there's idiots in the world. That's always going to happen.
And those aren't real fans doing that. So
no, they're idiots.
That's not what happens. All right, so we're going to call it a video because we're near the end now. We're at the end. I want to thank everybody, you guys, for being here.
Thank you for
having fun doing this. And I want to thank everybody out there for being here. Really appreciate it. Just to remind everybody, this channel will be doing every game. There'll be a pregame show and a live stream hangout for the games. So hopefully you guys will check that out. Games do start Monday. Monday at 8. All games will be at 8 o'clock. And so it's Monday. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, because they're the 2nd and then the 5th. There's an actual 2 days in between one game. So remember that. Between games 3 and 4. So that's something to remember. Yeah, everybody saw you do that. Childish, very childish. What else should I say here, guys? So I think that's it. Please check out my preview. I have my preview for the series is out. You can check that out on my channel. And that's it. So give a thumbs up on the way out. Appreciate that.
That's
it. Subscribe and ring the notifications bell if you haven't already for your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge right here at Talking Habs. And I think that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe out there. See you next time. Peace out, y'all.
Yes.
Bye.
Go Habs, go. Bye, everybody.
Goals, Habs, goals.